It is the Riot Podcast. Welcome to the Tuesday, July 5th show. How are we all doing?
We're good.
Doing grand.
Grand. Okay.
Good. How are you? We should always ask back. That's so rude
Yeah,
of
you
us.
don't ask often enough.
I'm sorry, Isaiah.
And
we need
it's
to know
noticed.
that.
It's been noticed. I'm feeling all right.
Good. And you had a good 4th of July?
Yeah, it was a really nice weekend. You do expect to come back after a holiday weekend and an extra day off. You expect to come back way more refreshed. I thought I was going to have no trouble getting out of bed this morning.
Oh, but you did.
I think I hit an extra snooze in there.
Sometimes, though, when it's a holiday, like you feel like you're Isaiah seeing all your friends, or like us, and you're cooking out, and it feels like there's always something to do, and so you don't get the whole weekend to rest like you wanted to, and that's always a shame.
That can be tough, but I don't know if it's that. I don't know what it is, what I chalk it up to. I
You're
think
just
it's
tired anyways.
You just get used to not having to wake up at 4 a.m. For some reason, it's really easy for your body to get used to waking up at a normal time, but it's not so easy for it to get used to waking up at a horrible time.
Well, you guys tell us, did we bounce back?
How did we do today? I felt good when I woke up this morning.
Don't ask that.
I woke up feeling pretty grand. Like whenever I don't even know when my alarm goes off. Whenever it goes off, I woke up and I was like, okay, I'm ready to get up. And
You're
so
good.
Didn't hit the snooze this morning. Just kind of cruised through the morning.
Well, that's
look at
unfair
you.
because you don't have work on Friday. So I feel like you're just on this, hey, I got 3 days just to get through that.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is this week. So I'm already looking forward to this next weekend, and this past weekend was a good one too. So, I'm just kind of powering through life right now with a lot of happiness. Hudson, you need some more happiness. You need to bring it up a little bit.
I'm happy. I'm good.
I mean, we just had your favorite holiday. And so you should be coming
I
in
loved
today
it.
just riveted, like just on an all-time high.
Can I admit to you guys, on Friday on the show, we talked about how 4th of July is the best holiday. And when I first said that, I didn't know if I fully believed it. And the more we talked about it, I 100% believe it.
Now you're convinced?
I was on the fence, and then I talked myself into it. I started making once we started arguing, I was like, no, 4th of July really is the best. There is no argument for Christmas.
I don't know if you should be impressed that your argument convinced yourself.
Yeah.
Because
I'm very persuasive.
You'd be persuasive to yourself. It's more like, did you convince anybody else?
Or, maybe you guys are the ones with the problem.
No, I still
Did
think.
it live up to the hype for you?
Yeah.
Was it epic?
I enjoyed it. I really, it was a grand weekend.
And I'm going to remember this next time because at Christmas time, Hudson has insisted he doesn't want any time off. And he's going to come in every day.
That's what he said. He said he loves the 4th of July so much that
Christmas
he might
means
even work
nothing.
on Christmas. Like he may come in and do a special Christmas show for all of you.
I think you should be giving me extra time off at Christmas. Try to really make it the best. Try to convince me.
Oh, to convince you?
Yeah, be like, look at all this time you get off at Christmas to just enjoy doing whatever you want to do.
I think in my mind, I remember hearing you say Christmas means nothing.
That's what he said.
So I think we'll go with that. But let's wait till December to see what happens.
I did. I think I don't know if I say it in the podcast. I shed a tear over July 4th. I don't think I've shed a tear for Christmas.
Then you have a hard heart.
But there's some pretty sad.
It's
Christmas
cold and
movies.
frozen
Is that
by Christmas.
coal in there? What is that?
By Christmas time, the cold temperatures just freeze it down.
It's too much.
Yeah, so today on the podcast, we talked about some of the strangest ice cream flavors. And we talk a lot of weird stuff like in that where like I've never really heard your guys' favorite
The
ice
toppings
cream
on it?
flavors. Like let's just do like flavors and toppings.
I don't usually top it with anything.
So what's your favorite flavor
My
then?
favorite flavor is, it's cookie dough, right?
Oh,
Unless
cookie
you want
dough.
to get into like really weird stuff. I do like cake batter too.
That's good.
Yeah. I just
more
like
cake, the better.
anything undercooked. Uncooked is what I prefer.
If it has a dough in it, you would like it.
Exactly.
Well, I definitely still like toffee chip. And then every time I order, they're like, coffee? You're like, nope, coffee. Always have to make the distinction between that. So it's like a Heath bar sort of taste.
I don't know if I like that.
I think you would.
Is it like a chocolatey deal? I've never really had a Heath bar, I don't think.
It's like chocolate and it's got
Toffee, like a crunchy sort of, I can't explain it. It's just toffee.
Like a
it gets
Kit
stuck
Kat.
it gets stuck in your teeth. No. It gets stuck in your teeth.
Have you ever had a
Okay.
Heath bar?
I don't think I've ever had a Heath bar.
You ever had toffee?
I don't think I've ever had toffee.
Like a kind of like a Werther's
It's kind of
caramel thing.
Oh, yeah, I know
It's like
those.
caramel and
Similar to that.
but it's crunchy and it's
Okay.
hard and it gets again stuck in your teeth.
Okay, it sounds okay.
which is why I like the taste. I just don't prefer it, especially in ice cream.
Well, I think maybe I was always rebelling because of my dental stuff and everything. Like when you had braces, they're like, don't eat that. You're like, oh, I will.
You're like, I'll
Yeah.
be eating the toffee yet again.
I'm going to have to go to the dentist anyways. Might as well get my money's worth.
And then are you mint chocolate chip?
Yeah, definitely mint chocolate chip. Mint chocolate chip
good
milkshake.
choice.
Oh, man. There's no other one really comes close to that. I'm not like a big chocolate guy, though, but I do love the mint chocolate
Well,
chip.
we will talk about some strange toppings that you could put on all your favorite ice cream flavors.
Yeah, we also talk about some tips for Nikki as she begins the countdown for a trip to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And Hudson gave her some fantastic tips on how not to be the most hated person there.
Yeah,
You know
try
how
to rein it
you
in.
are like looking forward to Friday being off and you're just kind of working these couple of days?
Yeah.
Just to let you guys know, I'm just working these next couple of weeks.
She's like, I'm just on cruise control for the next month, and after that, I will kick it in gear
I
for sure.
promise to somewhat kind of work harder, but not much. So.
All right. Well, I'll carry the show for
Okay,
you.
thank you. You guys,
Perfect.
You get what you get, and just I'll be glad if I come in. So.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to it as well, and we just don't want you to be out on the beach making everybody else have a bad time.
No, I don't want to
with your
make a
bad
mistake.
behavior.
So this will be helpful to everybody if you get a beach time coming up, or it works if you go to like the lake beach.
That's still the beach.
And some of this is just good etiquette just for day-to-day stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So hopefully you'll enjoy the podcast today. As always, make sure you join us for more at Radio U Riot on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel, or text if you want to say something for tomorrow's podcast at 877-2-RADIO-U.
And we'll leave the rest up to you.
Have a good podcast.
See you guys.
Don't say we didn't warn you. This is the worst of the riot.
Of course, we talked about on Friday, Stranger Things, Volume 2 of Season 4 came out this weekend.
The last 2 episodes of this season.
The epic conclusion.
And
And
I guess we'll see you in 2 more years now.
yeah, I actually was thinking about that. So where are you on Stranger Things?
I have
How close?
one left on volume 1.
Oh,
and then the
so
final
you're not even
2.
close then.
I am. Hey, I'm almost
And you
there.
just look how long those last 3 episodes are.
You're not supposed to pay attention to that part.
It's gonna take you months to get through those 3
it's
episodes.
not. It's fine.
I'll
I'll be done before the fall, I promise.
Yeah, I wrapped up. I watched all of the Stranger Things, the new stuff this weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm done. And one of the first things I thought when I sped through it was, why am I doing this so quickly? There's not gonna be another Stranger Things for who knows how long. I think there's definitely a 5th season. They've talked about it. And I'll just say that the door is left wide open for it. But so when I did reach a point somewhere in the last episode where I was like, why was it so important to you to finish it?
You should have saved it.
Yeah, you need to spread this out so that it doesn't feel so long in between. But
Well, it's different because like there's always been so much time between the seasons. But there was extra long, obviously because of COVID.
Yeah.
Because they had been filming, closed down. And I think they had like 2 COVID outbreak things while they were filming.
Yeah.
So they had several shutdowns.
yeah, I know they say that.
So it'll
but
just
you know what else had
Probably
COVID?
not be as long.
Everything.
Everything.
And somehow a lot of
But you
things
can't
came out between here and there.
But you can't film when, a lot of people were having it again. They still had to take breaks.
But what about the Batman?
The Batman movie?
The Batman had COVID. They still got that out, and I'm sure they started after Stranger Things.
well,
they
why-
probably had a smaller budget.
Probably. I was going to say,
Can't you
maybe
just pay the people not to have COVID with all that money they spent?
it was a smaller production maybe for the Batman than it was for this
right.
stuff.
There was less people involved. So I don't know. It is getting weird too. I saw a interview come out over the weekend. Eleven's age is never specifically alluded to in the show. She's just, she's
Not
around the
really
same age as
11,
the other.
yeah.
But I in an interview over the weekend, they told Millie Bobby Brown how old Eleven's character is supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know how old?
Like during this season that we were watching now?
What we are watching. Her age in the show.
Like what? 15, 16?
It's 14.
14?
She's supposed to be 14 right now.
No!
Yeah.
Thought she was 14 in the
and
beginning.
in the interview, I think it was her and the guy who plays Will, and, they already look kind of old in the show, especially, they definitely don't look 14. But especially
looking
because
older.
they're massive. They're not even, like forget about what their faces look like. They're just huge people now. But at least they seem that way. But they look when they're not in their show with their childlike haircuts and stuff. They look even older.
Well, that's why they had to.
Netflix. That was what the budget went to.
That's why they had to cast. Because remember, we talked about, especially for the first volume, the high school.
Yeah.
And everybody in the high school looks like they're 40.
They all look so old.
They always look so old, so they try to age them down. Well, Sarah texted in and said, I decided to watch Stranger Things as soon as possible because the spoilers are online are so obvious and frequent, so you can't wait too long.
I didn't have anything spoiled. Obviously, I finished it, so I didn't leave a lot of time for that either. I didn't have anything spoiled, but it was a close call. There was a lot of stuff out there that just, even though it didn't specifically spoil stuff,
it tells you enough.
Yeah, it alludes to it enough. A couple of the things that I noticed. You watch your shows, you watch them with your stories, you watch them with the subtitles
My
on.
stories,
yeah,
the Korean and shows that I watch.
Yeah, no, I just mean you've been watching Stranger Things. You watch it with the closed captions and everything.
No, I don't.
Oh, because you're missing out.
Why?
Whoever is doing the closed captions.
Is it bad?
No, they're working really hard.
Oh, really?
There's they don't just, sometimes it'll put like music playing or whatever. That's not what they do. Whoever did for Stranger Things, it's like delicate yearning music playing. Everything is like that. They're just very, very descriptive. You don't need to be able to hear the show because the closed caption person they're taking care of all of that for you.
No, but I did have to change my TV's screen to make it brighter.
Yeah.
Because at certain points of the show, it's just like, I can't see anything.
Yeah, it is. It is dark in many ways. Well, you can tell though. I was gonna say they did have a big budget, and you can tell. You can tell, especially thinking about it, watching these last couple episodes. It looks a lot better than a lot of the stuff that like Disney and stuff is putting out. You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
They actually, all that money was truly well worth it because obviously it's paid off and the show looks really good.
Did everybody get through all of season 4 for Stranger Things this weekend, or did you branch out and watch something else? And if so, what else did you watch? Because I need some more stuff that's out there.
Did you watch Stranger Things and something else that I did? That's how much time I had.
No judgment.
It felt great.
It's the worst of the riot on Radio U.
So check this out, Nikki. We've got some scientists from Harvard. Maybe you've heard of it.
Yeah.
And the scientists there think it's important for each of us to open up an account and to start making a deposit every once in a while.
At the bank?
At the bank. The poop bank.
I'm sorry, the what?
The poop bank.
What are we doing?
Come
on, Harvard
we need
scientists.
to start saving. We need to start putting some aside for a rainy day, for future us.
For
Your
what?
future you will thank you if you make a poop deposit.
Well, where are you supposed to put that at?
We need to set up poop banks to save our fecal matter. And that, in turn, one day you're gonna be happy you did it because they say, you've heard of poop transplants, haven't you?
Once from this really old Grey's Anatomy episode, and it was the grossest thing ever.
If it's on Grey's Anatomy, it has to be sound science.
Well, that's where we learn all of our medical stuff.
Right, that is accurate health information coming at you from Grey's Anatomy. In regards to poop transplants, technically fecal microbiota transplants, they are used to treat a lot of chronic infections. You have to reset, they say, your gut bacteria.
Sure.
Right?
I have heard that.
And so how you do that is with a poop transplant. And so you can set up your own, you deposit.
No, I get what you mean. So in case you need something, you have something that's not contaminated.
Your healthy stool now
it makes
can be
sense.
put into you later when you're not so healthy, and it will reset things, give your gut a jump start.
You know what,
You'll be good to
Harvard
go.
scientists, I'd rather risk it. So.
You're going to take your chances?
Because there's no way I'm paying for a bank of that kind. Like if you have to have a monthly rental, not doing it.
It's all right, Nikki. I'll donate extra. Is that what you prefer? Is that what you prefer?
I have to go home. I don't want to think about that. I'd rather die. I don't want to think about it.
I'm sure a lot of people were saying the same thing
No.
before they were diagnosed with one of these diseases.
No.
And I'm sorry, ma'am. The only thing that can save you is a fecal microbiota transplant.
I don't want to think about it.
I hope you've set aside some of your fecal matter from earlier on in life. And Nikki's going to say, nope.
Nope.
I guess this is it for me. And you're just going to check out. Check out right there.
I just
Doctor,
can't.
there must be another way.
Actually, do you imagine if you went to the hospital and they asked you that now? And you're like, well, of course, I have something saved. I heard her on the riot one
Right,
morning.
yeah.
And then I don't.
It's just been in my freezer this whole time. I hope that's fine.
No, there it is. There it is. I don't know where you saved it at. I don't like medical
You think that'd be the best way to preserve it? Probably.
I don't want to think about it. Why do we have to bring it up to talk about it, to think about it?
It's medical.
Yeah,
And this is for your health.
No. We're coming off a really long weekend. We had a really
Yeah,
good...
you're right. Probably right now isn't the best time to collect, is it?
It's not.
After what we ate this weekend.
It's not the best. You know,
Yeah.
we had just a really good time, and it's just hard to come back and think about stuff like this.
Yeah, but it's important. There's never a good time. Never a good time to think about, setting aside and preparing for the future. But you just got to do it. Sometimes you just got to consult the experts. You just got to do it. You got to take their advice.
Nope.
And make a deposit.
Nope.
You won't hear a show like this anywhere else. And that's probably for the best. The worst of the riot. Radio U.
This is important. I have a list here, a list of things to not do to make sure people don't hate you when you go to the beach.
Oh, yeah.
Nikki's going to the beach later this summer.
I'm assuming this translates to just life, but also if you go to the pool or something.
Isaiah, you already went to the beach. You got more beach trips planned this year?
I don't think so.
Just
Not
the
as of
pool?
now.
Just the nasty Vegas swimming pools?
Just the nasty pools.
Yeah, all right. Well,
I want you to take a few days off before you come back from Vegas, by the way.
Hey, that's fine with me.
I didn't say it was like approved.
The day still counts.
Right.
I want to make sure you're not bringing anything back, please.
Yeah, if you want to wear a mask or something when you return, we'll take it.
I'm going to spray you down.
Maybe since you already went to the beach, you can share some firsthand experience on this. All right. Number one, Nikki, listen closely.
So this
no
is
smoking.
Beach etiquette?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't smoke on the beach.
I think that's a good rule.
Yeah, keep that in mind. Number two.
Stop it, by the way. Don't smoke. I can feel what you're fishing at there. I can tell.
Why are you so defensive about it?
I'm not, but I can just tell what you're saying.
Number two, don't crowd people.
Yeah.
I don't know why people at the beach, it's a big beach, right? Why do people come up right up next to you and plant their chairs like a foot from you? So don't do that. Number three, this is one you could miss. Exhibit sand awareness.
What does that mean?
Well, you don't want to get sand in the face, right? Isaiah hates sand.
This is the biggest one. This is really the only
this
one.
Is the top one for you. I mean,
that really matters out of all these.
You can't avoid sand at the beach, but there's a big difference between sand in your crevices and sand in your face. And so what they're saying is, watch, like when you're walking, try not to like kick up sand near other people. Just really watch your feet. And then this is a big one. When you're shaking your stuff out, like shaking your towel out, make sure there's not people downwind right from you that are going to get blasted in the face with the sand from your towel. That's huge, right?
But if you are there on the beach, just be aware you might get hit with sand
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's right. It's a part of the deal. This is a big one. Keep your music down. Unless you're listening to the Radio U Christmas in July channel, then you can play it as loud as you want because nobody's going to be upset about that. Obviously, clean up after yourself.
Sure.
Everybody knows you need to do that. Play games on the side. You play any beach games, Isaiah?
I played like cornhole, some other beach games and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy.
You gonna play any beach games? You're a big volleyball player.
I have been lettered, thank you. But that's long ago, and I feel like my skills have really gone away. I'll play the beach game of going in and out of the water.
Oh, that's it?
I love that game.
Come out for a little bit,
game.
in and just see how many points I can score.
And you're not gonna be doing can jam. What is can jam?
I've not
That's the
heard of
frisbee
it.
game.
Is it?
Yeah.
What is it? What do you mean the frisbee game?
You guys don't know what can jam is?
I've heard the
like we
name.
should.
Is that something you do when you're stoned?
No. What are you talking about?
What is can jam?
It's an outdoor game where you take a frisbee and you essentially try to make it into a bucket. That's the best way I can describe it for your mind to be able to
You
understand.
mean like a can?
Yes.
And you try to
essentially.
jam it in.
You
But
try to
with-
put it in there.
It's with a K, so K-A-N jam.
Fun
So yeah,
game.
there's two like trash can looking things, and then you put the frisbee in between.
Okay, so you just don't play whatever games you're playing. Don't play them near
Hey,
people.
I found a 15% Stars and Stripes and Light collection for Can Jam.
Hey,
if you
bring
guys
it on.
want to
Ooh.
order a set and we could play.
Yeah, I guess it's a discount now that, and the holidays are
Dude,
behind
I'd be
us.
so cheap. I would just have like a $1 trash can.
Yeah.
You can make
See
that on
if
your
you can
own.
make it in the trash can.
Yeah,
Well, I
it's
didn't know that
not
was a game.
regulation size. Obviously, you want to listen to the lifeguard. I always find when I go to the beach or whatever, it's hard to tell who the lifeguard is yelling at, though.
Well, most
I
beaches,
just assume it's not me
it
because
depends on which beach you're going to. A lot of beaches don't have lifeguards anymore.
yeah, that's true. That's why I like to go around and just blow a whistle.
I just yell at people.
Yeah, keep people safe. Also, okay.
Say keep it in the can.
Yeah,
Keep
that's
it in the
right.
can.
Yeah. Stop shaking out that towel near people. This is a
You
big
pull out this list.
another big one for you, Nikki. Keep PDA to a minimum.
Yeah.
And dress appropriately. Wear sunscreen. Why would anybody else care if you wear sunscreen? And keep your stuff safe. And this is the big one too. Don't leave your food out.
Oh, that's good.
You don't want to attract the
I don't want to bring the
seagulls.
bears. Oh, wait, that's the wrong place I'm
Yeah,
going.
Or the seagulls or other random people perusing
Strangers.
the beach, thinking that you've left your bagels out for everybody to just
Well,
take.
thank you. Now I feel like I can go to the beach and I'm better prepared.
Okay, I was worried it might put a lot of pressure on you.
No.
You have to change a lot of your behaviors between now and the end of the month.
Remember, I'm still pretty shy when there's large crowds. I try to blend in and I'm not, making too much noise.
Yeah,
so
I got-
I think it's okay.
All right, take it easy out there and have a good time. A month from now.
Thanks, Lifeguard.
This is Radio U's Worst of the Riot.
You know what it is? National Ice Cream Month.
Oh, it is. Yeah, July is.
We are in the midst of National Ice Cream Month, so celebrate appropriately. Go
Our
to
ice cream king is Isaiah since he eats more ice cream than all of us.
That is true. I did have ice cream on Sunday.
Did
Hey.
ya? What kind?
Mint chocolate chip.
From?
Graters.
Of
Ah,
course,
it's your
I knew
brand.
the Graders. I had ice cream. I told you I stole the Little Debbie ice cream from the fridge.
You didn't steal. You just
I took
you
it.
took
I took
from
it.
the show for further investigation into a riot food fight that we did last week.
I didn't want it to go bad, so
ice cream doesn't go bad.
I just didn't want it to go to waste.
Okay.
Get spoiled. So I have a survey here of what people. I really just care about people admitted to the weirdest things they've put on their ice cream.
Oh, like a topping?
Yeah, toppings that you wouldn't expect for ice cream. And so, well, why don't you guys go ahead and first own up to the weirdest thing you put on ice cream? Anything odd?
Anything weird?
The only toppings I like peanuts. Peanuts are a good topping for me. Whipped cream, bananas, strawberry, stuff like that. Pineapple.
Pretty
I like-
standard.
normal.
Oh,
yeah, all the good
pineapple, huh?
stuff.
Pineapple. That's where I start to question. Was
Well,
that good
that-
though? Was
that
that
can
good?
You never had a banana split or?
With pineapple on
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Pineapple. Pineapple doesn't make anything better.
Okay, well, now that's your own thing you got to work through.
Yeah. Oh, I've
the rest of
worked
us.
through. I've accepted. I tried to get on board with the pineapple thing.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Well, I think like if you go to a frozen yogurt shop too, like the wall of or the hot bar
Oh,
of all that
yeah.
stuff. There's a lot of options.
Have you ever gotten adventurous? You ever put anything interesting on?
Normally, when you go into the yogurt place, you're more about the money. So,
Yeah.
like, how much is it going to cost you? But I stick with like the Oreos or the
Yeah.
little peanut butter things. Like not too adventurous.
I mean, we've tried special flavors on the show, like pizza flavored ice cream, but I've never gotten adventurous with my toppings either. But listen to some of these that people said they've tried. Avocado.
Oh,
You think that would go good?
maybe. Have you tried like avocado pudding or like brownies?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, it could. This isn't the worst. It could possibly work.
Is
It
that,
depends
would
on
that
the
be
ice
like
cream.
you have zucchini cake or something? Zucchini
Yeah,
bread,
like it's just
that idea.
It makes it creamier.
Okay. Bacon bits.
Oh,
What do you think? That could be good, right? Salty sweet.
Maybe
I think I can get behind that. I mean, we've had bacon donuts before.
not too
I
far
think that
off.
could be a good match. All right, this one obviously Isaiah's going to be out on this. Green beans.
Blah.
unnecessary to add. I prefer some chocolate or something like that.
What if it was
Oddly enough,
chocolate and green? It didn't say there's no chocolate involved. It could be
I
chocolate
just
green
don't
beans.
think that I need it. You know, these people that are putting these things in, striving for attention. You know, I like mayonnaise. I like green beans. I like whatever it is. I'm sure you'd rather have
What a
Oreos on
weird
top.
topping.
Maybe they're trying to be healthier.
I'm sure they'd rather
But
have Oreos on top.
Think about this, right? We've all got to get our daily intake of vegetables and whatever. And it's what? Vegetables, disgusting on their own. Green beans, carrots, peas, nasty. But you cover it up with ice cream.
It makes it better.
Well, then why are you even caring about health then? If we're going to mix in our ice cream every day,
Well, you got to get your minerals, your nutrients.
that stuff doesn't matter if you're eating that much ice cream.
I think with certain ice cream flavors, it really depends on I wish this survey was telling you what flavor of ice cream.
That's what I was thinking too.
You're asking a lot of this survey.
I know, they're
Look,
just
the
telling you
people
what's
at one
wrong.
poll worked very hard on this. If you'd like to get into the polling business, go right ahead.
They needed to ask more questions.
They also, now, Nikki, I could see this one working for you. Sweet pickles.
Again, with what ice cream would you put that with? Just a vanilla or?
See that? Yeah, that's how I always picture it. But there's got to be what would sweet pickles go with?
Yeah, what ice cream would
What
sweet pickles go with? I'm struggling to find one. I don't know why.
Oh, there's got to be something out there. Well, all right, and then ketchup. Ketchup, right? That's not so bad. I mean, what does ketchup not go with?
You'd be surprised. So
Mayo.
Mayo, I think, is strange.
I think that could be a good one.
With, again, what do you feel like it
I
would
think
go
that could
with?
go with any ice cream.
Well, you try that and you come back and
I
report
will.
to
I
us.
just bought. I got a great deal on some Duke's mayo, and everybody knows Duke's.
You
is
should
the
try it
best.
on like the honey bun ice cream. See how
Yeah,
it is. Let's
you're
report
right.
back tomorrow.
Don't ruin the honey bun ice
Report
cream.
back tomorrow.
I'll give it a shot. And then Squid Ink was the last one. I don't know if Squid Ink. I've never had it. Does it taste like anything, or does it just color stuff?
Just might color it.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
go with mayonnaise and ketchup. Next time you guys have ice cream, give it a try.
Together.
Or if
Mayo
there's
chip.
if there's anything else that is a unique topping that maybe they're not covering, but that seems to be all weird enough.
Yeah. That it's food for thought.
Thanks for watching the worst of the riot. Since you made it this far, you might as well like, subscribe, and check out riot.radiou.com for even more riot.